No, 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 no. Hello again, Null Element here with another S-Rank clear video. This time we are doing Attack of the Profound Darkness. First things first, I hope you come stocked with Trimates and Dimates, and Shifter drinks from the item store. I'll explain why you need that one later. To start off with, you will be going up against Darkfell's Gemini. The first thing you'll want to target are these two orbs that appear on both sides of the creature. One will be on the left hand side and one will be on the right hand side. After you take out your first orb, hopefully the boss will be holding this stance here because it makes it a hell of a lot easier to hit the second orb. Then you run into the middle and shoot the tongue, which has a damage cap. When you reach this damage cap, it will phase. Try to get used to running up before the animation finishes and start targeting the orb straight away, because the boss will be moving and ads like these will be chasing you. Those clown cars, by the way, are possibly one of the most frustrating things about this account. If they hit you, they will stagger you, and basically they tend to mob you all at once. That wall mechanic that you just saw there is another ability that it can use. When it does that, it will have one gate open and one gate shut, basically down the length of it, and there'll be like 8 or 10 gates or something. So you just want to run in between the open gate. I managed to get there before they spawned, so happy days. And you just keep on shooting those little orbs. Straight after you take out the last orb, the boss will go into an animation where it launches itself upwards. What you want to do here is you want to run to the corners of the room. The 4 corners are the one spot where the attack can't hit you. You can use a movement invulnerability to get through them, but it's unreliable to say the least. Be very careful with those clown cars too, because if you're not running at full speed, they can catch up to you and run you over. So if you pause for a moment to get in a bit of extra damage on the orb, they'll probably catch up to you and kill you. You can keep out of their way when you've slowed down by rolling. If you spam roll in the right direction, they can't hit you. It's a close thing though. Keep on targeting the tongue. At this point in the fight, it won't retract, so you can keep on damaging it, and once you've actually damaged it enough, the boss will go down. As you can see in this section, I was having a good old time trying to get that damage in, because I just kept on getting hit. But you can spam healing cooldowns because you are not faced with a damage taken challenge on this S rank. Once you disable the boss, you'll drop through the floor. Get ready for the next encounter. It won't start until you hit the activation podium, with the standard 30-second delay. Make sure you have that shifter drink in a slot and ready to use. The next boss is the Profound Darkness, which is a multi-phase encounter. It will basically fly around and approach the platform presenting an assortment of weapon batteries, I suppose you could call them. These have different effects. There are several different types. The first one that you can see here shoots a laser beam at you, several laser beams. In the beginning you'll only be faced with one in the center of the platform. Later on you'll be facing 2 at a time. This weapon is a bit like a vacuum. It sucks you in if you get too close and then deals damage. The next one that's coming up uses sort of a slicing beam attack. And I'll just quickly cut away to another clip. This one shows a type of claw that kind of grabs you. It does do a decent amount of damage. You don't get to see it in my clear, but it is one of the possible weapons you can face. After a certain amount of time has passed, the boss will retreat from the platform. This may also be a DPS check based on how fast you get the weapons down. This big core is a pretty good target for positron blasts. You can still damage the boss as it flies around the platform, but you're not going to get much damage in, so save your PP. At this point, the boss will phase into the next stage of the encounter. As you go into this, make sure that you're at high health because you're probably going to face an attack right off the bat. A number of eyes will spawn and they float around the platform, and you need to take them down as fast as possible. As you can see, straight up pretty much 400 damage taken. By taking out the eyes quickly, you ensure that you don't have to face any of the other mechanics in this stage. The boss will fall down to the platform, leaving his head open for an attack from either a positron blast or a satellite cannon. Try to get in as much damage as possible, and don't blow PP that you can use for instant attacks because you'll be needing them in a second, as well as that shifter. Make sure your shifter is bound to a key. Start off by using a heal, then ready up your decay rounds or similar, and finally use that shifter. This next phase of the encounter is timed. You will want to open with a heavy hitter like a positron blast. You want to hit it with as much damage as possible over the smallest possible time frame, which is the reason why you're using shifter, blight rounds, and basically going ham on all instant cast abilities. Done right, you can burst his HP down very quickly. If you don't, you'll get hit with a 1 million HP hit attack. Now, all that's left is to deliver the coup de grace. Congratulations on another S rank clear. This mission was probably one of the more frustrating ones. I don't think I've died as much to mechanics before, but keep in mind my advice about using a shifter and the burst DPS on Persona at the end there, and you should be fine. Well, thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys next time.